So for the past, how old am I? 19. 19. So for the past 13 to 15 years, I've been pretty much stuck inside my room, only going out when I pretty much needed to, like school, or if my family needed me to go out with them. Um, Growing up, when I saw people, mainly kids, playing outside, I always wondered like how would it feel if I did the same thing, because at a young age I was pretty much just put inside my room because out of convenience and basically because there was no time to take me out. My mom would just let me stay inside the house because there wasn't really anyone to take care of me while she was at work. I'd say this whole thing started like, yeah, when I was 9 or 8. I pretty much spent the majority of my time inside, not really doing anything. For most of my childhood, my dad wasn't really there for me. He pretty much made some choices that he probably shouldn't have done, and then that resulted in him only seeing me in the weekends. But at least during those times, those were the days where I would truly be outside because he would take me out places. Even if they weren't really the best places, he took me out somewhere. But it didn't really last long. And I really shouldn't blame this person because, at the end of the day, it's my dad's life. He gets to decide what he wants to do, but pretty much met someone else. But ever since she came into my dad's life, it was pretty much all about her and not about me. So from that point on, I pretty much had two dismissive parents. I was pretty much on my own. When it came to school-related stuff, I didn't really expect my parents to know or how to help me in any way because they weren't really educated that well. They moved to the US at a young age in hopes for a better life. I didn't ask them for help because obviously they're not going to help me. And that, and in combination with what my mom told me at a young age, that people aren't going to be there for you, that you should take care of yourself. With that combination, I pretty much learned that people aren't going to be there for me, that I should be by myself, that no one will understand me. And then eventually I started internalizing some of my thoughts, my problems from people. And that's just how I was mentally. At school, I was pretty much all over the place, if you will. I didn't really have a group to stay with, especially in elementary. I didn't really have anyone. Sometimes I would play with some friends and then they would forget about me and stuff. I became an invisible sort of entity to them. And I had a best friend. I had a best friend in elementary, and in middle school we pretty much didn't really talk much after that. I guess we just did our own thing. We had our own group. And in 7th grade, that's when I really had my own group. And even then, I still felt pretty out of place, because that whole friend group was like a family. So you had cousins and stuff, brothers, sisters. I was the odd one out, basically. Although there were a few people who weren't actually family as well, but they were more close with them than they were with me. So the only reason why I was pretty much there is because of one person or a couple people that I was well acquainted with. But from that experience, I pretty much didn't have anyone there either. And then came the beginning of high school, where I would actually meet someone who loved me, my first relationship, and then I found an actual group that would be sustainable. And this group is still with me. They're pretty much like the only people I could really rely on right now. What? How did two... Okay. Anyways, they're the only people I can rely on. And then the first relation came and went. I would meet a few other people, but you know, like always, they always come and go. It's just how people are. And then at the end of high school would be my latest relationship. And I was pretty terrible towards them because of my past experiences with my first relationship, how I was raised, and sort of just how my upbringing came to be. And I don't know how to describe this, but it wasn't really the best time to meet her. And I wish I met her in different circumstances. But you know, there's no time for regret right now. The main point of this whole story and why I'm talking about my childhood and where I am now is because throughout all of that, I didn't really have anyone. Not my parents, not friends, at least friends that I was comfortable with until now. I was alone. With the combination of staying inside pretty much throughout my whole life, it festered a sort of philosophy of nihilism, stoicism. Nothing really matters in life. But I also started to fester in some envy, the desire to be recognized, because my parents didn't give me the recognition that I wanted. They were all too busy working. I don't blame them for that. They were too busy to take me out anywhere. So they decided, it's best if you just stay inside for their convenience. I don't blame them for that either. I really don't. I just wish under different circumstances I had a different upbringing. I'm afraid of what I am, specifically, because throughout the time that I spent inside, I began to think about life and how meaningless it was, and I don't know, it just... When you spend inside for so long, it's not a good thing, and I just feel the sort of the effects that it has. I don't know it to its full extent, but you know, I'm surprised I'm still like intact. I wouldn't say I haven't gone insane, because in some ways I have, but I'm surprised I haven't snapped yet. But in this loneliness, I found that, you know, because I didn't really have anyone to talk to, I also didn't really have anyone to have to care for. It was just me, my self-centered mindset. Also, I cannot find this guy's head. Like, where is he? There it is. God, why do you have so much fucking health? So a trick that I found out through a sort of Squid School video is that when you take out the layers that are lit up like this, that have lights, those are the ones that you want to take down to speedrun. And like that, I beat the boss. Which is a nice little fact. I felt okay being alone. I accepted it. I accepted the fact that no one would be there for me. That I would be alone for my life. But that wasn't until I met the couple people that actually loved me. And what did I do in return for that? I hurt them. I hurt them. I don't know why. Maybe it was just my need for control. I just felt like I didn't deserve it at all. So if I hurt the people I cared about, I'd hurt me, and they would finally leave me alone. That's what I thought, or what I think I thought. I'm afraid of dying alone because, at the end of the day, I want happiness. But I don't want that happiness to be just by myself. I want it with other people. I want it with the people that I love, care for. And I want actual people that I can give love to. But in the event that I get a new girlfriend, and I'm more open with who I am, hope that I can have better control over myself and how I treat the people that I care about. Because it's not their fault that I was alone. It's not their fault that, that I lust for control over my life. Because I feel like I never had control, or I never had a choice in my life. It was always what convenienced other people. That's all I was to other people. Just someone to push over. And that's where my distaste with people came in. I was never given the voice. I know that I'm not alone in this, that there are other people like me who had no one out there. And it became evident that other people had similar experiences that I have, especially with my recent videos and sort of the comments that you guys been leaving. I always enjoy reading those comments. Lets me know that I'm not alone in this world, that people actually listen to me. I hope guys know that if you ever feel alone, there are other people out there in the world that have these sort of problems. That's what gives me joy now. I found happiness within myself, and that's sort of why you should not have happiness be dependent on other people, because if you do, you end up like me and you just feel lonely. You don't feel happy with your life because you're so dependent on other people and the validation of other people. Like if you forget how to be happy by yourself, That's sort of what I'm trying to learn myself. Where the fuck are they? They're all in that one corner. We're gonna kill them. Watch this. Watch this. Oh my god, they were all in line. Oh, there's still that one little thing over there. I should probably, do some crowd control, because they're now piling up on me and I don't feel safe at all. Oh wait, he's one shot. He's one shot. Come over here. No, please. Oh my god, let's go. I got him. But yeah, find happiness within yourself and not other people. Because although it can be peaceful while you're alone, that peacefulness then becomes sort of loneliness. And that loneliness can fester a lot of psychological effects that will affect you and how you interact with people. And so it's important to look back and how you interact with people and sort of question whether there's something more deeper inside that is controlling you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little venting episode here. I hope you have a good day.